Welcome back to the Memphis Tech Pharaohs College Football 26 Dynasty. Last episode, we focused on getting Emmett Mosley V the ball on a regular basis, trying to get this playing style deal breaker down right now. His grade is a B, need to get to a B+, which means we got to keep feeding him the ball. Don't want him to take off and leave. And we've been running so well, I don't want to just keep throwing to throw. We can throw interceptions. We don't fumble that much, but want to keep this guy around. And we'll just have to keep feeding the ball till that gets to be a B+. So just be aware that we're going to be a passing team for the rest of this year, it appears. In our first game in this episode, going to be taking on the UAB Blazers. You can see they're in last place in the American Conference. They are 67 overall with a 64 defense. So that should be easy pickings for us since they've also given up 191 points. Our second matchup of the day will be against our rival Arkansas State Red Wolves. You can see they're really down, 59 overall with a 56 defense. So I imagine these two games are going to be a bloodbath. They've given up 209 points, so it might not be a very long one. We may show only the first half and then highlights from the second half of both games. After that, though, we do have some tougher matchups coming up. We have another rival in Memphis Tigers. They are a 68 overall with a 66 offense, 71 defense. Florida Atlantic, 69 overall, 69 offense, 71 defense. East Carolina, 69 overall, 71 offense, 66 defense. And then Tulsa, 71s across the board. So should not be a difficult end to this regular season. And we'll just get through this, get to the postseason, hopefully win our conference championship game and get back into the playoff. But it might be some very short episodes as we dominate early and then do highlights for the second half. Just want you guys to be aware of that right up front. And we'll continue plugging away on the recruiting side. So let's get into this first game against UAB. And we get ready for our first game of the day. UAB comes to town, our first time playing these guys. And I wish EA would get the pregame thing, just a generic run out like they have for the regular schools for these team builders, but this is all we have to work with. So anyway, we're going to kick the ball off first, which means we get the ball in the second half. Always love that. I am Badejo, big booming kick, and that's going to be a touchback, and UAB is going to start on their own 25. You can see the impact players in this game. I don't know why we have a tackle on there. We have much more impactful guys on defense. And there they are, first and 10 at the 25. Ryder Burton's the quarterback. Drops, looks, throws, sideline, caught, and pushed out of bounds. Be a 6-yard out to LJ Johnson. Gives him a second down and 4. Quick in route, caught, and just short. It's going to be 3rd and inches. It's going to be 4 yards there to Nate Rogers. They go big formation, I formation, and quarterback sneak, and we try to block it, and he got just enough forward progress to get the first down. And after an incomplete pass, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now. Burton looking, late pressure, throws over the middle, caught by the tight end, and he's going to get the first down. It's Evan Bishop, 14 yards, and that'll get him out to midfield. And Burton takes the snap, looks, throws, caught, and spun around. That's Bishop. It's 7 yards there. Bring up a 2nd down and 3. Pistol formation. Here's the handoff, trying to get up the middle, and no gain. Going to be Nate Rogers. And I'll bring up a 3rd and 3. Burton drops. Screen pass to the running back. Tries to get outside, and Jolly drags him down. Holds them to a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up a 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. I like this. CPU being aggressive early. Burton drops, looks, throws, and all right, we get the animation, the little back throw, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. You see what Frost did last week. Huge games, had a huge stretch. He's been playing incredible since we had that week 1 loss. Come out, spread formation here. Here's a handoff. Gasper cuts it back up the middle. He's going to pick up 8 on the play. Chad Gasper. Nice inside run there. He's 2nd down and 2. And another Gasper going to the right. Finds another hole. Cuts it back up the middle. Great run there. Picks up 24 yards on the inside zone. And it'll be a 1st and 10 down to their 26. Going in motion. Frost looking, throws over the middle. That's Lupke's got it. That's another first down. Fatu Lupke, our tight end, picks up 14 on the slant. Frost looking, throws over the middle. Caught Scooter Page. It's going to be a 40-yard gain. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 from the 8 as we go 2-back set. And that's Pierre Hoyt in on the right. True freshman. And he's going to take the handoff up the middle and push his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Made some changes on our depth chart. I want this guy as impact development. I want him to get some touches. He's going to be our relief for Gasper the rest of the season. So there we go. Got him a touchdown early in this game. I want to make the best use I can of that impact dev trait. And after the kickoff, there's another touchback. Going to take over on their 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Rogers. Cuts it back to the middle, and nothing's there. He's going to get no gain. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Burton taking his time, takes a snap, play action, looks, throws, back to the running back. Nice throw there. And he's going to get the first down as he's finally dragged down after a 16-yard gain. Be 1st and 10. Blazers out at the 41-yard line. Same pistol formation. And fake again. Nice fake. Throws down the middle. It's caught, and it's going to be a big first down there. 32-yard pass to Johnson. That was an excellent fake. Now here's the handoff. Rogers trying to get outside. Bounces off one. Not the second one. Still picks up 6. Nice run. Strong run there. And after an incomplete pass, it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Burton goes under center. Quick drop. Drop play up the middle of Rogers. And he spins forward and gets the first down. He's going to pick up 6 on the play. So they're just inside the 15-yard line. Trips left. Empty backfield. Burton looks, throws. Out, caught, and stepping out of bounds is Bishop. 3-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. Trips to the right. Burton drops, looks, plenty of time in the pocket, takes off running, and ball's loose, and we got it. Shermer, the D tackle, rumbling up the sideline. Look at the big man run. And we get the strip sack fumble and get the turnover. George Gallimore with the sack, and that'll give us a 1st and 10 to 31. Frost, pressure in his face, looks, throws, deep shot down the left side. That's Mosley, and he's going to go to the house. Just like that, get the turnover and deep shot. Very next play, Emmett Mosley, 69 yards on the fade route. You can look at this throw, just tossed it up there, and he was a good 10 yards in front of his DB. As soon as I saw him get the advantage, we just tossed it up, and there we go, touchdown. Up 14-0. Teams would trade punts. We're going to pick this up here in the second quarter. A nice catch over the middle by Lupke. Get us out to the 38. 16 yards on the seam pass. And high snap. Here's a handoff to Gasper. Tries to get outside, and he's got another first down. 11 yards on that draw play. Draws have been wonderful lately. Frost, slot man goes in motion. Frost drops, looks, throws it into the flat. That's Mosley again. Gets around one guy, and he's going to get the first down. Nice wiggle there. 11 yards on the flat pass. Be 1st and 10 now at their 40. Frost looking over the middle again. Lupke on the drag. He's going to pick up 5 on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff. Oh, nice slide through the hole there by Gasper. Tiny room, and he sneaks through and gets the first down. Get it down to their 29-yard line. Here's the handoff, and going nowhere is Gasper as they had to run blitz on there. He's going to lose a yard. Now it'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. Frost high snap, throws it into the flat to Gasper, and can't get by that one guy. Gets down to the 25. Now bring up a 3rd down and 6. Slot man in motion. It's Mosley. Frost drops, drifts to his right, throws. Crosser or Gillespie, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Great move there after the catch to avoid the DB and then take off into the end zone as Carlos or Gillespie gets us up to a 21-0 lead here in the first half. Just a simple drag route where he runs away from the guy, makes the move there to avoid the tackle, and then no one can catch up. And after the kickoff, they're going to get the ball at the 25, another touchback, I formation this time. And play action pass dumps to the fullback in the flat, and be a nice gain of 5 there. Flat pass to Daryl Harper. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. And handoff, Rodgers cuts it back, and looks like he's only going to pick up 1. That edge was set, and he had to cut it back to the middle, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Burton drops, looks, throws it to the back out of the backfield, and he's going to have just enough for the 1st down. That's Marquise Collins, their backup running back. They get it out to the 35. Back to the pistol, and quick RPO pass to the outside. It's only be a gain of 1. Xavier Daisy with the catch. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Offset I. Here's a handoff. Rodgers trying to get outside. He's got nowhere to go as Tavai takes him down. No gain on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Closing in on 2 minutes left here in the first half. Burton looks, and Gallimore's got him. Does the stunt, comes flying around. Drags him down, a loss of 7. That's going to bring up a 4th and 16. As George Gallimore gets his 2nd sack of the day, and they're going to have to punt here at the 2-minute warning. James Galindo with a big punt there. Young's got it, and it's only going to be a 5-yard return after a 45-yard punt. Now we're going to have the ball 1st and 10 at our 32, 1:53 left. Drop play, Gasper, big hole up the middle. That play's just been bread and butter lately. 11-yard gain to be 1st and 10. Handoff Gasper, and they got him that time. In fact, he loses a yard. After an incomplete pass, we're going to meet 3rd and 11, 1:21 left. Frost drifting back, throws down the middle, post route caught. That's Mosley, big gain there, 24 yards. Gets us down to their 34 as we go no huddle. 1:15 and counting, trips to the left. Frost hands off to Gasper up the middle and falls forward and picks up 6. And it's going to be a timeout for Memphis, number 1. 1:07 left here in the first half. Frost looking. Another post to Mosley into the secondary and down inside the 5. This time UAB is going to call a timeout. They think we're going to score and they want time. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 4, 25-yard pass to Mosley. Here's a handoff. Gasper, no room up the middle, and they're going to call another timeout. Be 2nd down and goal now. 58 seconds left as we go big. Here's a handoff. Jamison tries to get wide, and he gets dragged down. They're going to call their last timeout. Loss of a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5. Tight formation. Frost drops, looks, throws it out to the flat to Page, and the defender got a hand on it and battered it down, so now it's 4th down. And Ibadejo comes out to try and get this chip shot field goal, and we get the angle right. Good. So 22-yard field goal there makes it 24-0. Kick this off the UAB with 48 seconds left here in the first half. And they're going to bring this out 2 yards deep, straight up the middle, and stopped right there at the 23. The 25-yard return by Marquise Collins. They have 44 seconds left, but no timeouts. Burton, quick toss over the middle, quick possession catch, gets to the ground as they go no huddle. That was a slant to Daisy, 6-yard gain, 33 seconds. Burton drops, here comes pressure, throws, caught across the middle, another 1st down. Bishop with the catch as they go no huddle. 26 seconds and counting. Burton takes a snap. Looking, pressure late, and down he goes. There we go. Anthony Melvin, the D tackle, with the sack as they go no huddle. 15 seconds and counting. Down to 12. Here's a snap. Burton looks, throws, deep shot down the hash, and it's incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. 7 seconds left. Burton looking, great pocket, deep shot over the middle, and it's knocked loose. It's going to bring up a 4th down with 2 seconds left. They're going to go for it, as they should. I've seen teams punt in this situation. Burton looking, throws deep down the left sideline, and oh, it's caught. Wow. LJ Johnson with the sideline catch ends the half. They don't score, but it's a nice catch either way. As we're up 24-0. You can see Mosley, 4 catches for 128 yards and a touchdown already. He said, give me the ball. We've been doing our best to give him the ball. Let's take a look at these first half stats. 13 first downs to 11, 284 to 196. We've got a lot more total plays than us. 86 yards rushing for us, -1 for them. Passing side, they've thrown the ball a lot more. 198 for us, 197 for them. 4 for 9 on third for them, 2 out of 4 for us. And one turnover on the fumble, strip sack fumble, and they had 7 more minutes of time than we do. And I told you we're going to skip ahead and show highlights in the second half of blowouts, and that's what we're going to do. Is Chad Gasper's going to run this in from 4 yards out and give us a 31-0 lead here late in the third quarter. Gasper taking hold of this starting back job has been wonderful. Doesn't have the speed of guys we've had in the past. We're going to add another chip shot field goal here by Ambadejo to make it 34-0. But he's great at running through these holes on the inside zone. Now we have 9:23 and counting left in the fourth. Frost drops. A little dump pass to Gasper in the flat. Cuts it back out the middle. Gets great blocking, and he's into the end zone for another one on a 19-yard screen pass there to make it 41-0. As we just keep pounding these guys. They really couldn't do much of anything in the second half. Gasper doing it both ways, on the ground and through the air. Look at that. There's just no one in the secondary even remotely close. And we're going to close things out here. Frost, the little stick route to Lupke for the last touchdown of the game as we thoroughly dominate this game, 48-0. So kind of what I figured this game was going to be like, looking at their stats and looking at their record on the season. And we're just clearly superior across the board on the roster. And watch the clock tick down, and that's going to be game. As our Pharaohs get another big victory, another blowout win. Kind of took it easy on them in the third quarter, but still 48-0. 362 yards and 4 touchdowns for Frost. He's been on a roll, way over 300 yards in each of his last 4 starts. This air raid offense is just torching these lower level teams. It's not even remotely close. As long as I don't make errors. Let's check out the stats, final stats on this game. So we had 30 first downs to 14, 554 yards to 247. They had -18 yards rushing to our 192. We just took over running the ball in the second half. Passing wise, 362 to 265. They were 6 out of 15 on third. We were 8 out of 12. Both of us went for a few fourth down tries, just the 1 turnover. And we now have a time possession lead as we control the second half. You can see Frost 24 of 30, 362 and 4. Rushing side, Gasper 23 for 125 and 1. We brought in Hoyt in the second half, halfway through the third quarter, and just let him run the ball and give Gasper a break. Mosley 7 for 177 and 1. Lupke had a touchdown, Gasper a touchdown, or Gillespie a deep touchdown. Blocking side, 11 pancakes for Johnson and Paulding, no sacks allowed. Defensively, 10 tackles for Jolly, including 3 TFLs. And sack-wise, 2 for Shermer, 1 for Melvin, 1 for Gallimore. That was a strip sack. No interceptions. And that's it. Let's advance the week. See if we how far we move up in the rankings. We were 25 coming into this game. And we get Mitch Kreisman to sign, 4-star Mike. There we go. Our second 4-star to commit. And Mosley's down in the yellow. That's good. Be nice if it was further down. I'm not sure what we got to do to get that all the way down. DeMarvin Hallen, American Conference Defensive Player of the Week. There we go. And next, we're going to take on our rival, Arkansas State. Let's go in here and look at this top 25 as we move up the rankings. Oregon's 1, UCLA's 2, and we're up to number 22 this week. That's good, making progress. I think we're still being held back by our conference. Let's take a look at the recruiting now, see how we did. Got some hard sells going on. See all these guys. We get Kreisman. Let's move him down to the bottom and get him out of the way so he's not distracting us. You see those 2 4-stars. We've got this 5-star leading on all these guys. Willies will be coming in for a visit. Hollis, Teague, all these guys are on hard sells. Williams, still the only one that's got a visit on them. Dragos, we lost. It's too bad. Should have got him. Beavers, another one. Bunch of offers, but no one's really putting time into them. Rainey. Yeah, let's see if we can get a visit on him. And yeah, playing time. It says A+. Try and get out of that battle. Same thing with Beavers. Let's start getting some of these guys in on their visits and start nailing them down. He's Coach Prestige, all right? So we'll throw that on there. And anybody else? Hollis, schedule that visit. Let's go FAU, and we'll go to playing time on him as well. Get as many visits out of the way as we can. Go ahead and get Kranchak. We may have no competition for him, so let's get him on playing time as well. So all of those guys are visits. Beavers. Let's check out his hard sell. One sec here. I'm checking this out on a browser. And this is going to be his hard sell. Use that collegefootball.gg site to figure that out. Clap and give him some extra time here. Try and nail this free safety. I think we need him as a strong safety. Same thing with Ankara, 4-star wide receiver. Give him some points. Saunders, we got Washington coming in after him. Can't give him a visit yet. Don't know enough about him. And yeah, let's give him 50. We got the points. We'll just put 50 on him. Max that out. And Valdez, let's go ahead and throw some points on him. Not very many. Just try and get him up so we're in his top 8 before we get locked out. Anybody else down here? Need offensive linemen and corners bad. Let's go with this center instead. There we go. We'll just use up our last 10 points. All these guys are starred, so we want to go after them. Only have 2 guys with no stars, which means all these guys with stars, we're not going to get IU, so we'll take them off. But all those guys with stars are going to have better playing time grades, which means they're going to be better than the guys that we have on our roster. So move some of these guys up so I don't forget where they are. Especially the offensive linemen. Really need to focus on them. And the corners. I think we're going to have to go get some corners in the portal, though. And that'll be it on the recruiting side. And now we have a rivalry game here against Arkansas State. Let's take a look. I have some points. I have more points now. So we're going to actually put these guys in here on the recruiting side to boost our chance in this portal. Need help with the secondary. Need help with offensive line. And this last, where else are we going to go? We're going to need wide receivers at some point and running backs. D tackle, always love getting the D line. I'm having trouble figuring out which way I want to go. We got 2 more that we can burn. And we'll go with running back and wide receiver, and we'll come back next time and get the D line and linebackers. And then we'll have much better time here getting guys in the transfer portal, especially on the corners and the offensive line. So let's get in here, get this rivalry game against Arkansas State done, and push our way towards the end of this season and get us back into the playoffs. And I know we just moved to this American Conference, but it's not giving us much of a fight. As you see, we're going to kick off to start this game against Arkansas State. And if we roll through this conference again this year, I'm going to move us to the Big 12 for next year. There's no point in just staying here crushing teams, and it's no fun for me, and it's probably no fun for you just watching us steamroll through these teams as LJ Young brings his kickoff back to the 18-yard line. That's where we're going to start this first drive. Frost just over 350 every single week, it seems, with this air raid offense. See how we do this game. And as I said before, if we're blowing teams out, we're going to show first half, and then we'll do second half highlights. So let's see if this is a better game. Mosley on the out route here on first down. He's going to pick up 7. Being second down and 3 from the 25. Here's a handoff. Gasper. Oh, what a pancake up the middle. Great pancake by our center. And Mosley's going to get the first down. 7-yard gain there. We got trips left. Frost looks, throws over the middle of the page. 40, 45, and dragged down at midfield. Pick up 18 yards on that drag by Scooter Page, and we're going with tight formation here. Frost, handoff. Gasper trying to get wide, and he picks up 1 on the play. And after an incomplete pass, we're going to have 3rd down and 9 at the 50. Frost dropping, looking, throwing over the middle. Caught Mosley, and he gets just enough for the first down. So he moved the chains down to their 40. And here's a draw play. Gasper bounces off 1, and he's going to pick up 10 yards on that one. Move the chains again down to the 30. Quick drop, looks, throws over the middle, and Mosley's got it. Only picks up 2 on the play. Tight coverage. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff. Gasper trying to find a hole. He gets swallowed up. Only picks up 2. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6. And after an incomplete pass, we're going to try this field goal. Imbadejo right down the middle from 43 yards. And we'll just take the quick 3 points. Take a productive first drive of the game. Now we're going to kick this ball off. Imbadejo with a big booming kick. And that's going to be a touchback. And Arkansas State Red Wolves are going to take over on their own 25. See the wide receiver, J.J. Harrell. Tall guy, 6'1", 198. They're coming out. Tight formation. 2 receivers each side. That's a tight end in the slot. Bulaga throws it out to the flat to the running back. It's Devin Spencer. Picks up 2 on the flat pass. Jordan Bulaga is the quarterback. And there's a handoff. Spencer trying to get wide. Good hold on the end. Blocked by the wide receiver. Spins off another tackle and goes down. 24-yard run by Devin Spencer. Nice run there. Great blocking on the edge. Nice spin move at the end. 1st and 10 at the 49. I'm trying to find some slider set that'll help these CPU teams run the ball better. Here's a handoff. Spencer up the middle, and he gets met and dropped. Picks up 1 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Bulaga drops, throws to the flat to Spencer again. 40, 35, 30, and dragged down inside the 25. 24-yard gain on the flat pass down to our 24-yard line. He got trips right now. And quick throw up the middle, caught, and it's going to be a 8-yard gain to Chauncey Cobb on the RPO. They'll give him a 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line. Man in motion. And quick throw to the inside tight end. That was a weird play there. Jamari Bush, the tight end, number 17, is going to get the first down, though. Picks up 6. So just outside the 10. They can get a first down without scoring. And a handoff, and Spencer gets blasted down. Going to lose a yard in a play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. Trips to the right. Bulaga drops, looking. Plenty of time. Throws, stop route, caught, and that's going to be a pickup of 8 there. Another pass to Cobb. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. Bulaga drops, and it comes pressure late, and down he goes. There we go. Kobe Garland shot the gap there. Drags him down and get our first sack of the day. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 10. As you can see right here, we had the blitz. Jolly helped confuse the tackle, and Garland hit the gap, and down he goes. Now they're going to try this 27-yard field goal. Clayton Amaya, and doinked off the upright, and they get nothing out of the drive as he misses from the sharp angle. There we go. Now we take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Frost dumps it into the flat, and Gasper's going to only get no gain. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage in a 0-yard swing pass. Got trips to the short side now. Frost. Screen pass to Gasper, trying to get outside, 25, 30, up the sideline, 45, and out of bounds at the 49. 29 yards on the screen pass. And here's the handoff. Gasper finds a hole, squeaks through, and he's going to pick up 9 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 1 from their 41-yard line. Frost looking, throws down the middle of the field, Lupke on the post route. Going to pick up 16 yards. It'll be a 1st and 10 now on their 25. Here's a handoff to Gasper. Stops, cuts up the middle. Huge hole into the secondary. Gets down to the 12-yard line to pick up a 13 yards. Now we go trips to the short side. Send Page in motion. Looks like they're in a zone. Here's the handoff. Gasper cuts it back. Tries to squeeze his way through. He's going to pick up 6 on the play. And after an incomplete pass, we're going to be 3rd down and 4 as we get 2 backs on the field. Frost drops, looks, pressure late, throws over the middle, and dropped. Hit him right in the hands, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 4, and we're going to go for it this time. Frost, quick dump over the middle, Lupke, and he doesn't get in, but he does get the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 as we close on the end of this first quarter. Here's the handoff, Gasper, and he squeezes through and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. See this replay, just plows right through the safety. Now we're up 10-0. Kick this ball back to them. This will end, as long as it's not a touchback, this will end the first quarter. Yep, they're going to bring it out straight up the middle and quickly brought down Jarius Shaw. There we are, end of the quarter. You see our stats, passing better, rushing better, better time of possession by 3 minutes. See how they do on this drive. 1st and 10 from their 16-yard line. Laga drops, quick throw to the running back, bounces off 1 and drags a defender forward. It's going to pick up 5 yards, then it'll bring up a 2nd and 5 as they go to a huddle. Trying to catch us. They like our defensive alignment, I guess. Pistol formation. Handoff Spencer up the middle, and block shed. Jolly gets in there and drops him. 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Laga looks, steps up, throws down the middle of the field. He's got a man open, and he overthrows him. He had J.J. Harrell. He beat the guy to the spot. Bad accuracy, and they're going to have to punt the ball back to us. L.J. Young, standing at his 35, has got it, cuts up the middle. 4-yard gain there on a 43-yard punt, and we're going to start 1st and 10 on our own 39-yard line. Trips to the short side here. Frost looking, he's got Page on the crosser. 50, 45, 40, down the sideline. 1 man to beat. 10, 5, touchdown. Scooter Page, 61 yards on the drag route. They just cannot match our speed on these drag routes and crossers. That's what makes the air raid so good. Just run away from the coverage, especially if you got a linebacker on you that can't keep up speed-wise. You see Scooter, one of our fastest guys in the wide receiver room, just takes it down the sideline. And after the kickoff, they're going to start on their own 25-yard line, down 17 points now. And here comes Gallimore on the stun again, and down goes Bulaga. Huge 9-yard sack. George Gallimore. Guy's just been so good this year. First year starting. Played him a little bit last year as a true freshman. That he's taken over. He just runs right by that tackle. Ole pass blocking. Way to go, EA. Now bring up a 2nd down and 19. Back to their 16-yard line. Bulaga drops. Screen pass to the tight end, and he's going to get 5 of that back. Bring up a 3rd and 14. Bulaga takes the snap. Looks, throws over the middle, and he throws it into the dirt. That was a bad throw at his feet, and they're going to have to punt again. Colbert comes on, booms this one right down the hash. Young's got it at his 37, straight up the middle, gets to our 49, 12-yard return, and that's where we're going to take over here. 1st and 10, up 17, 9:46 and a half. Here's a handoff to Gasper in the draw, big hole up the middle. He's going to pick up 16 yards, get us down to the 35. The draw play has been great lately. Frost looking, throws over the middle. Page has got it, gets dragged down after a 5-yard gain. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Here's the handoff. Gasper finds a hole, gets outside, gets into the 2nd yard, gets a 1st down, 8-yard gain. You can find some good pass blockers on the line with only and block with 5. This is a great offense. Here's another crosser, Lupke, and he gets dragged down right around the 5-yard line. 16 yards on that crosser. It's 1st and goal at the 5. Trips to the short side. And off to Gasper. trying to peek his way through the hole and doesn't pick up much. 2 yards. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. He's hand off to Gasper, runs it wide, and he's in for the touchdown. 2nd one of the day as we go up 24-0 after the extra point. Chad Gasper having a day. Says he can't give everything to Mosley. Just drags another guy into the end zone. And after the kickoff, another touchback. They're going to start at their own 25. Still only down 3 scores, and you're going to need 3 touchdowns and 3 2-pointers to get back in this game. And a play action, throw out to the flat, and pushing off one guy, but not the second one. That's Brian Crick. Pick up 5 yards after an incomplete pass. It's now 3rd and 5. Laga looks, throws a little out route, caught, and it's a 1st down. What a toss. A little floater to Harrell. It picks up 7. 1st and 10 at the 37. There's a handoff. Spencer trying to find his way, and he gets swarmed over and pushed back. He's going to pick up 1 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 9. You go with that tight 4 receiver set. Laga looks, throws up the middle, caught, and that's going to be a 1st down to get to midfield. 18 yards to Harrell. Gets it down to our 44. Man in motion. Laga quick pass, throws out to the flat to the man in motion, and he's going to pick up nothing on the play. That's Romel Stevens. And after an incomplete pass on 2nd down, we got now 3rd and 10. Trying to stall these guys out again at midfield. There's Balaga, steps, throws, man across, and he airmails the guy. Cobb was open, had his man beat, and they're going to have to punt again. Colbert is busy in the first half. And he hits this one, angle shot towards the corner, and what a great punt as it goes out of bounds at the 5. We're going to start there now. 4:32 left here in the first half. Hand off to Gasper. Find room up the middle, and he picks up 2. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. 2 back set. Here's the handoff to Hoyt, and he's going to try his luck and only pick up a couple as well. Then we have 3rd down and 6. Frost drops into the end zone, throws over the middle. Lupke's got it. 1st down catch on the slant pass, 13 yards. Gets us off our goal line. 3 minutes. It's like Mosley in motion. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle. That's Orr Gillespie. He's going to get us all the way out to the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the drag. And here's a handoff, Gasper, and he's going to get nothing, 1 yard, I guess, on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Closing in on 2 minutes left. Frost drops, looks, out route, caught at midfield. Orr Gillespie, 40, 35, 30, 25, and pushed down at the 19-yard line. 40 yards on that out pass to Orr Gillespie. So we hit the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, they're 19. Hand off to Gasper, trying to go wide, cuts it up the middle. He's going to pick up 4 on the play. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. Trips left. Looks like it's a run play. Gasper tries to cut it back, picks up 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Frost takes a snap, looks over the middle. Orr Gillespie again, caught and dragged down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal there. So Arkansas State calls their first timeout. 1st and goal from the 6, 1:08 left in the half. And there's a draw play, Gasper up the middle. And it's going to be no gain as they call their 2nd timeout. I'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 6. Go with the 2-back set again. And give off to Orr. He's trying to get wide, pushes forward, knocked down at the 4. Arkansas State burns their last timeout. It'll be 3rd and goal now. Frost takes a snap, looks over the middle, caught, touchdown. Emmett Mosley, 4-yard touchdown pass, and now we're up 31-0 late here in the first half. As Arkansas State just can't get their offense going, and we can't stop with ours. Emmett Mosley using that big body, and he was wide open. I don't know where the coverage was. And after another touchback and a kickoff, Arkansas State's going to take over on their 25. 58 seconds left, down 31-0. And here's a handoff to the receiver, tries to cut back, and he's got nothing. Picks up 2 on the play. That's Cobb. And they go no huddle. They have no timeouts left. 48 seconds and counting. Laga looking, throws down the sideline. Oh, and it's caught and pushed forward and down. First down there. Harrell just out-jumped our DB. They ruled him out of bounds, so clock stops. 39 seconds left. Arkansas State trying to get on the board here. And here's a handoff. Spencer spins inside, gets met and dropped. And they're going to have to go no huddle. They don't. We're down to 14 seconds left. Second down and 10. Bulaga looks, throws, dump pass over the middle, and that's going to end the half because they have no timeouts. Not sure why they didn't take deep shots. But that's kind of a wasted drive on their part. Got to work the sidelines. And we have a huge 31-0 lead at the half. See Gasper, 88 yards and 2 touchdowns already in the first half. And we're not going to show much of the second half action unless they happen to make some sort of rebound. Let's check the stats. 19 first downs to 6, 344 yards to 137. They've only got 9 yards rushing to our 92. Passing about the same amount of completions and attempts, but they have 128 to our 252. They're 1 of 5 on third down. We're 4 out of 6. We've seen at least 3 punts, and we have almost a 4-minute lead. We're going to skip ahead now. 6:55 and counting left here in the third quarter. And here's going to be a handoff to Gasper, and he's going to run it in for his 3rd touchdown of the day to make this 38-0 Pharaohs. And this offense is just absolutely on fire. Gasper and Mosley and Gillespie, everybody just getting in on the touchdown love. Another drive here late in the third quarter. Handoff to Hoyt this time, and he just walks into the end zone to make this 45-0. Another route, another laugher as he hits the Heisman pose. And we just can't stop scoring touchdowns apparently today. Pierre Hoyt, that freshman running back, looks like our heir apparent behind Gasper. Or if we get an injury, he'll take over. And now we're going to actually give you an Arkansas State positive play. New quarterback in this time. It's Josh Flowers. He's going to scramble. He's going to get in for the touchdown as they yank their starter. And Flowers, 7-yard touchdown. That's going to be the only touchdown of the day for the Red Wolves as they bench their starters and put some backups in themselves. You can see we couldn't get there with the pass rush, and everybody's in coverage. And it's not all about the offense today. Let's give some more love to the defense. They're trying to get another score here. And Russ Jolly says, nope, I'm going to get my 2nd sack of the day as he spins off the block. Flowers goes down. Doesn't look like he's in... looks like he's in a little bit of a pain. You see the replay. Just pushed the tackle back and spins off. 2 minutes left. Still 45-7 game. And there's a shot over the middle, and it's picked off. Bagley undercuts the route. It's going to run it quite a ways back, but that's going to be the end of their chance to put more points on the board as our defense comes up in the second half. Big laugher of a game as Flowers got the touchdown, then he throws a pick. Steps up and forced the throw. And yeah, it was an easy pick, and that's ball game as we get our 2nd laugher of the episode. Like I said, we're only going to show highlights for the second half in these games. See Gasper, we took him out early in the second half, but he did have 3 rushing touchdowns, 91 yards rushing. Hoyt got all the carries in the second half. And yeah, no competition again. Like I said, we're going to the Big 12 next year. Let's check out these stats. 29 first downs to 15, 511 yards to 257. They had 60 yards rushing to our 140. Passing side, we had 371 yards to their 197. They were 3 out of 12 on third down. We were 6 of 11. And yeah, we both had an interception in the second half. And the time of possession was pretty even. Check out the player stats. Frost 21 of 25, 317 and 2 before I took him out. Collins 4 for 6 for 54 and the lone interception. Rushing Gasper 19 for 91 and 3 touchdowns. Hoyt 17 for 30 and 1 touchdown. Receiving side, Mosley 7 for 69 and a touchdown. Page had a touchdown, 103 yards. Blocking side, 10 pancakes for Johnson, 9 for Kramer. Defensively, 14 tackles for Jolly, 4 TFLs, 2 sacks. Great play for him. Bagley, 10 tackles and the pick. Bunch of TFLs. They couldn't move the ball on the ground at all. And we had 5 sacks on the day. And like I said, the 1 pick. And yeah, another laugher, another boring game. It's kind of boring. It's fun and boring at the same time to play, but I'm sure it's not a whole lot of fun to just watch us torch all these teams. And let's advance this week and see how far we move up in the rankings. And a couple of recruiting battles coming up. Mosley still staying in the yellow. Gotta love that. And we're up to number 20. So there we go. And we have rival Memphis coming up. Travel to their campus right across town as we face them in week 9. And hopefully that'll be a much better game. And I don't know what to say about all of these blowouts other than we're just too good for this conference already. So that's going to be it for this week's episode. If you guys liked content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. And I will see you very soon as we try and wrap up this first season in the American Conference. We have 4 games left and then on to the postseason. But you guys take care and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.